Thank you for joining us for this pod slash vidcast. We want you to do a favor for us. If you take a look in the lower right hand corner of your screen, you'll see a red button that says subscribe. So give that button a click. If you're not watching in full screen, take a look directly below me and you'll see a thumbs up and a thumbs down icon. Give us a thumbs up because you like the show. Share it with your friends by clicking the share button. And most important, click that bell and let us know that you're new here so we can bring you some brand new, exciting content. Hi again, everybody. Welcome to Boomer's Memories. I'm your host, Jan Brenner. And in today's show, we're going to talk about something that I know you baby boomers will really relate to. And that topic today is, did you know that your school desk would not prevent you from getting nuclear radiation? During an actual atomic bomb attack, your school desk was not any type of defense whatsoever. We're going to explore that in today's show and let you know a little bit of the history of how we ended up underneath our school desks, the history of the Cold War, and what took place preceding. In the year of 1960, I was in first grade and 6 years old. And I have some very vivid memories of an alarm going off in the school and the principal's voice coming over the loudspeaker system saying, "This is a nuclear drill. All students, please get underneath your desks." I was pretty confused by that. Wow, what an experience. Again, like I said in the intro, I had no idea that a school desk could prevent radiation poisoning or the blast effects from a nuclear weapon. It's funny what you learn in school, huh? Well, let's talk about what brought this whole thing on. So it's time for some of that science stuff. Did you know that in 1938, a scientist by the name of Otto Hahn discovered something called nuclear fission? Nuclear fission was the act of taking a single atom and using a force to split that atom, thus causing a tremendous amount of energy to be released. I'm sure after that workday, he ran home and told his wife, "Honey, you're not going to believe what I came up with today. I learned how to split the atom and it made a big boom." Look, I'm sure his wife was really excited about that. But it started a chain reaction, and you'll pardon the pun, into the research of nuclear reaction. In 1943, while World War II was happening, a secret project was started in New York City that was called the Manhattan Project. And that was headed up by a gentleman by the name of Dr. Robert Oppenheimer. Well, Robert Oppenheimer put together some of the world's greatest minds. And his task, very simply, was to develop a weapon, a bomb, that would be larger than anything that had ever exploded in history. So they worked on this project, worked on it, and guess what? Boom! It happened. There were two bombs that were developed. One that was called Little Boy and another one that was nicknamed Fat Man. Well, Fat Man and Little Boy were dropped over Japan. Little Boy was first dropped over Hiroshima in Japan, and then Fat Boy was dropped over Nagasaki, causing millions of people to just disappear, vaporize. That wasn't the really sad part, though, because we knew nothing about the long term effects of nuclear radiation. The next generation comes along, and there are a lot of birth defects. There are children that are born with cancer. There are children that are born in such a manner that they did not live that long. And there were telltale signs of this of those who survived the initial blast. The weapons became stronger, louder, and bigger. There are some pictures that you remember growing up in the 60s, one of which was the famous picture of the house that was kind of blown away by a nuclear blast. And that's what kind of put doubts in my mind that my school desk would help me. Let's jump ahead a couple of years, and Stalin is no longer running Russia, and a new crew comes in. Some guy by the name of Nikita Khrushchev. And Nikita Khrushchev said, listen, we are going to build our national defense with nuclear weapons. At that particular time, the president of the United States was John F. Kennedy. And Kennedy said, we better beef up our national defense as well. So there was kind of this unspoken unfriendliness, or to give it another word, conflict between the United States and the USSR. And if they build 5 bombs, we build 5 bombs. And if they build 10 bombs, we build 10 bombs. The United States, having the financial resources, were able to buy much more material and created many more bombs. And so comes the nuclear age. Well, again, I am 68 years old. I'll be 69 in June. And first grade in school was very memorable. We spoke about the alarm going off. Get under your desk. And the old joke behind that was, put your head between your legs and kiss your ass goodbye. Because they knew that it wasn't going to hurt. Teachers just make up stories. And I'm a retired teacher. Teachers made up stories about how the purpose of being underneath your desk would be so the glass in the windows would not hit you. The shards would not cause any kind of a problem in the event of a nuclear explosion. I can almost guarantee you that you didn't have to be concerned about glass shards blowing throughout the entire building, causing imminent danger. The danger was the building might not be there. So, when the bell goes off and you heard that alarm, it was duck and cover.
Dum-dum, dum-dum, dum-dum. There was a turtle by the name of Bert, and Bert the turtle was very alert. When danger threatened him, he never got hurt. He knew just what to do. He ducked and cover, ducked and cover.
He did what we all must learn to do. You
and you
and you
and you, duck and cover.
Be sure and remember what Bert the Turtle just did, friends, because every one of us must remember to do the same thing. That's what this film is all about. Duck and cover.
This is an official civil defense film produced in cooperation with the Federal Civil Defense Administration and in consultation with the Safety Commission of the National Education Association.
Incredible, right? Duck and cover. That's all it takes. So what I'm saying is, if you hear the alarm go off and the sirens and the buzzers, bells, and whistles, get underneath your desk and kiss your ass goodbye. So remember, we want your input to make our show very interactive. You can write in your suggestions for new shows, topics, subjects, whatever, to boomersmemories boomersmemories@yahoo.com. My name is Jan Brenner, and you've been watching Boomer's Memories. See you next time.